Good morning. At least I'm in the right place today. I realized yesterday you guys were having a hard time finding me and I was on my personal Facebook page working out for the whole world to see. Yikes. I couldn't figure out why I had so many people watching yesterday, like way more than usual. I thought like, oh wow, so many people are joining us today. That's exciting. And then I realized, oh, because I was live on my Facebook page. Anyways, whatever. Sorry, I'm just waiting for my iPad here to wake up. Right, so here we go. Workout 2. Is anybody else feeling it from yesterday? Because I'm feeling it a little bit. I'm feeling a little stiff today, a little tired. Okay, that's okay. Our job is to show up. Okay, let's go. So let's start with our gentle twists. Twisting from the core. Welcome to those of you joining me live. If you're doing the replay, let me know. Let me know that you're working out with us. I really want to know. Use the thread, use the comments as accountability. Let me know that you are in it, that you're joining us, that you're suffering right along with us. No, just kidding. We can't speak those things. Okay, knee lifts, just marching on the spot, loosen up. It is like spring here today. It's amazing. One of the things I feel really grateful for to live where I live is that we do have winter, which is enjoyable, you know, at times, but then also can get it can wear on you. But the contrast, right? Like the contrast of the weather, I could never appreciate a day like today without winter. I could never. The joy that comes with these first few days of spring, just this overwhelming feeling of being alive, you know, and it just feels like life, right? Like it just feels like this huge breath kind of runs through you when on days like today. I think it's 7 or 8 degrees Celsius, sunny, no wind. And it just puts you in the most amazing mood, but you would never have those amazing feelings if you didn't have the contrast of winter. So, loving it. All right, so remember to go at your own pace. Remember that your job is to literally, and I mean this 100%, I want you to commit to showing up. Commit to being here with me at whatever point in the day that you can do it, but commit to doing the duration of the workout with me, doing your best to do what you can do that I'm doing, but modifying anything you need to. You can modify or you can completely change stuff if you want to make it doable for your level. What I want you to commit to is just showing up, because every single time you show up here with me, you're going to get a little bit better. And that will add up over the weeks to you shocking the crap out of yourself and being able to do stuff that, you know, that you weren't able to do in the beginning. That's where you're going to see some of the most glorious changes is, you know, we all want the external changes. We all want the weight loss. We want the sculpted body. We want the, you know, the results on the scale, the results in our clothes. But one of the most gratifying things is to say, you know what, I can do jumping jacks now and I don't pee my pants. Or I can, you know, I can do a little higher intensity than I can before. I can take less rest breaks than I could when I started. Those are huge leaps and bounds of success that sometimes we negate. Having said that, we're going to add a little hop for those of you who are ready and want to. For those of you who want to keep it at low impact, that is perfectly okay. I want to remind you that this is 30 to 45 minutes of no judgment and no criticisms. So I want you to commit to me and commit to yourself that you will not berate yourself. You will not judge yourself. You will not criticize yourself for things that you can or cannot do, that maybe you once could, maybe you feel like you should be able to. And I'm committing to you the same thing because I do the exact same thing myself. But I know the power is in me being here. And I know that 6 weeks of will with 6 weeks of consistency, that I can see some changes in me. And that's why we're doing this, right? So if we get down on ourselves, if we berate ourselves, we start to talk ourselves out and start to say, no, this program isn't for me. I'm not ready for this. This is too difficult for me. I'm not at that level yet. I'm only going to do it once or twice a week until I get better. No, you show, if you're sore, you show up and do what you can. If you're tired, you show up and you do what you can. Right? Because it's not about what you can and can't do, it's about you showing up. So, and I know some of you out there are going to feel that way. I know some of you are just starting with me for this 8 weeks. Maybe you didn't do the 6 weeks with me. For those of you who did the 6 weeks with me, you know now the power in just committing and showing up to for yourself. Those of you who are just starting, you got to trust me. And if it means you take like 27 breaks that weren't scheduled in, you still did something. And then you're going to show up tomorrow. And I always remember this one client that I used to train. She was one of my first clients, one of my longest running clients. And one of the things that we always struggled with together, or I always had to work and gently remind her of, was she would show up to a workout and say, oh, I'm not going to be able to do much today. I'm tired from yesterday. I'm tired from the weekend. I'm tired from last week or whatever. And then she would tell me, like she would basically bring forward the feelings from the workout before and project in to that workout what she wouldn't be able to do. So we're going into high intensity now. For those of you who are ready, for those of you who are not, keep it at either marches or marches with a hop. And I had to finally say to her, like, I don't want to hear about your workout yesterday. This is your workout today. If it means you do less reps, if it means you can't lift your knees as high because you're tired, if it means you take more breaks, you assess it in the moment. I did a coaching call this week for my coaching group that I run, and we talked about what's called, there's a few names for it, it's called the creative mechanism within us. You may hear it referred to as the auto mechanism or the success or failure mechanism. And what it is it's essentially our internal programming that keeps us on track towards our goal. And so a great analogy or a great comparison is an airplane flying from New York to LA has an auto mechanism. And what that means is it's considered failing its way. That airplane is going to fail its way from New York to California because it's going to hit wind resistance. It's going to hit inclement weather. Whatever it hits, right? It's constantly going off course, but self-correcting to go back on course. We have that same mechanism within us called the creative mechanism. And so our target is always what you think about most, with the most intensity. So whatever you attach the strongest feeling and emotion to in your thoughts is your destination. And you will self-correct your way to that destination. That's why your thoughts are so important. Because if you are telling yourself, I want to get fit, I want to get in shape, but your emotion, your feeling, and your thoughts are saying you can't do that, you are not in shape, you've gained 20 pounds, you failed at the last 3 attempts, you know, all this negative self-talk, that is the destination that you have programmed. So every time you make an effort to go towards the goal that you want, whatever your thoughts and your emotions are attached to are going to self-correct. So I had a point in sharing that with you. The creative mechanism, and I'm going to come back to that in a second. Who have we got here today? Woo, Caroline, you're back. Yes, Jill and Dawn. Yay, ladies, let's go. Let's do this. Okay, let me fix my clock, grab a drink. We are doing, I'm in a cardio mood this week, you guys. We're doing cardio core today. So let me just set my timer. All right. I did lose my train of thought. I had a point in sharing, and it'll come back to me. We're going to start the workout in the meantime. All right, so we are doing 30 seconds, 6 cardio exercises for 30 seconds each. So you do your best. If you need to drop the intensity, if you need to do low or no intensity, do the easier version. Do what you need to do. Rest when you need to. We're essentially going to be doing, I don't know, well, we'll figure out. We're going to do a 10-minute set. We're going to do core, cardio, core, go back, cardio, core before we take a rest. So 30 seconds of each. So we're starting with skaters. All right, you guys ready? I'm going to put this here. I don't know if you guys can see that, but all right, so skaters. So this is what low impact will look like. Okay? This is what high impact will look like. You can go faster, you can go slower, you can go high impact, you can go low impact. And I'm trying to remember my train of thought, but it's an interesting thing because whether you know it or not, your creative mechanism will work for you or against you. Okay, basketball jumps. Grab your basketball, shoot. So if you need to do low impact, it looks like this. If you're doing high impact, you're shooting the basketball. I was not a basketball player. First of all, because I'm 5'2", maybe 5'3". And clearly I have no jump in me. Lateral kicks. Okay, this is low impact. I can feel these in my hips already. High impact, you're gonna add a jump. I have to get my rhythm here. Clearly not a dancer either. These feel good and bad all at the same time. I cannot get my rhythm here. If you have better rhythm than me, go faster. Okay, mountain climbers. So mountain climbers fast, or if you're just starting, or you can do, if you have a bum foot, like I know Dawn does, you can do them standing. So standing up and just lifting the knees. We're doing front kicks now. Front kicks. So this is low impact, high impact at a jump. Man, I had a really great thing to share with you guys. I wish I could remember what it was. I want to hear, okay, 180-degree jumps. So this is what low impact is going to look like this. Okay, high impact is going to look like this. Where exercise. Okay, now we're going to go to core. So we're going down to okay, let's take a 30-second rest. We're going into core. We're going to start with spider plank in okay, ready? So you're in plank, you're going to bring the knee to elbow. This is spider plank. Okay? Make sure your back is not rounding, your butt is not lifting. You're nice and flat. If you need to just hold plank, that's okay too. In 5 seconds, we're doing 4 core exercises. We're gonna lower to low plank. Low plank you can do from your knees or from your feet. Okay, after this one, we're gonna roll over to our back and we're gonna do rope climbs. We have 10 seconds. All right, my I am statement today. I am here. I am giving my best today. Rolling over and we're climbing the rope. So pull yourself up that rope. Really lift. Really pretend there's a rope and you are climbing it. And we have 3 seconds. Okay. Now we're doing flutter kicks, big ones this time. Yesterday we did small ones. So lift, lift. Press that lower back into the floor. You can, if you need a lower or an easier version, bend your legs and just lift the knee. Just make sure that lower spine is pressed firmly into the ground. We have 10 seconds. And then we're taking a rest before we go into round 2. All right, so we're taking a rest, a 30-second rest. We're going into round 2. We're doing 4 rounds of these in total. We're taking a little rest. We're going back through. So yeah, high mountain climbers for Dawn, and actually spider planks, Dawn, you can do this. So you're doing the same motion but not on your feet, okay? Or anybody who needs mods, okay? All right, let's go, skaters. So right back through, and again, if there's stuff that I'm doing that you like really, really cannot do at all, like not even a modified, do squats, do anything you can, do marching on the spot, do jumping jacks without the hop, do whatever you can to just keep moving. Just don't quit on me. Okay, basketball jumps. The other thing I want you guys to think about on the same line of our I am statement, I am, I call it your wish to the genie. So think about Aladdin and the genie in a bottle, or in a lamp, whatever you want to call it. And one of the big lessons from that movie is, be careful what you wish for, right? Because the universe will grant your wish. So an I am statement is I am, and your thoughts that follow those words. Mountain climbers, so when you're thinking, oh, I'm fat, oh, I'm out of shape, oh, I am so lazy and unmotivated, you are essentially fulfilling that wish, particularly if there's emotion and feeling attached that supersede other I am statements like, I am awesome. I am doing my best. I am showing up. I am getting in shape. I am someone who works out now. I am sweating and I love it, right? So when you say those things, do you have feeling? Whatever. So on the heels of that, Bob Proctor, who is a world-renowned professional in human development and potential, okay, says when you tell yourself a lie enough times, you will start to believe it. So my question to you is, since we spend most of the day telling ourselves lies, right? Not because we're liars, because I hate lying, I hate liars. I just told my kids, do not lie. Lying is not something I accept in my life from anybody. All right, we're at spider planks now. But what I mean by lies is we tell ourselves non-truths. We tell ourselves subjective information that's neither true or false. It's just that we decide to believe. So what I ask you is, what lies do you tell yourself? And if you can tell yourself a lie enough times that you'll believe it, why not tell yourself lies that are gonna improve your life? I am wealthy. I am healthy. I am energetic. Right? I am, whoo, what do you want to tell yourself? What do you want to believe? Right? You don't want to believe the lies that hold you back. Okay, rolling over to rope climbs. So when he says that, it's a powerful thing, and what he's telling us is choose the lies that you tell yourself because they're going to come true. So tell yourself the lies that you want to come true, not the lies that you're trying to escape. And the cool thing is, when you start to do that, what was our last one? Oh yes, Flutter Kicks. When you start to do that, your gradually, as you start to attach emotion and belief to the lies that you tell yourself, your behavior and actions will autocorrect you till you get there. They will continually bring you back on course every time you stray. So let me give you two examples. Let's say you want to be fit. You want to be in great shape. You want to take care of yourself. We're on rest. We're going to take a full minute this time. So grab a drink before we do that 2 more times. Right? So you believe that you are fit. You believe, I am a fit person. I'm a healthy person. I take care of myself. I value my health. I value movement. I value the foods that nourish me and energize me. Now, how do your actions start to line up with that thought process, right? Now, every time you go off that thought process and you go out for wings and beer, you're like, ugh, that was great, that was really enjoyable, but that's not, you autocorrect back to your norm, right? And that's kind of how I live. I have these like bells, warning bells, because I've trained my mind to see myself as a healthy, fit individual, whether I am or not, right? So for me, back to skaters. Over the last couple years, I have done a huge detour to Texas on my way to Florida, so to speak, if we're using the original analogy. And I'm hard autocorrecting myself back. But I got really off course. But in my mind the whole time that I'm not prescribing to the behaviors that line up with, it's actually what it's called is your paradigm. But If you, back to the analogy, if you are in your mind, you're a fit, healthy, strong, thriving individual, and you veer from your habits that make you that way, you don't feel right? Like you don't, and you will autocorrect yourself back. So you might go off course, let's say in the summer or in the holidays, but you'll autocorrect back. Now let's take the flip side. You see yourself as overweight, as out of shape, as unhealthy. Movement and healthy foods are foreign to you. They're not your norm. They're not what you normally choose. And you start to make, ain't good for the belly. You start to make healthy changes. What happens is if you don't change that thinking, you autocorrect back, don't you? And that's, people always say, why can't I stick to anything? Or why can't I make those changes stick? Because you didn't change your creative mechanism and your thinking. So your destination remains the same. Your creative mechanism is going to autocorrect you back to your thoughts. So back to what I was saying. Which lie do you want to tell yourself? Do you want to tell yourself the lie that you're in amazing shape, you're fit, you're healthy, you're strong, you're vibrant, you're thriving, you're happy? Or do you want to tell yourself the lie that's the opposite? Because neither are necessarily true, and whichever one you decide to believe is going to be the course you're going to chart, no matter what you try to do differently. Woo! Into core after this. So, I'm tired today, guys. I'm feeling this. I'm feeling it from yesterday, but like I said about my client, yesterday's yesterday. I just remembered, and that is what I was going to get to, is your creative mechanism, your automatic mechanism cannot make adjustments for the past, and it cannot make adjustments for the future. It can only autocorrect you in the present moment. That was my point in the beginning, why I started to share that with you guys. So, full circle back to my client who would always complain about how her body felt from the day before and how she had, this is what she used to say. She used to say, I'm sore and tired and stiff, really reach, you guys, really climb that rope from yesterday, and I have to run later, or I have to run tomorrow. And I got sick of it eventually because I said, when are you ever going to work out in the moment? Because when you run later, you're going to be worried about tomorrow and you're going to be feeling the workout you're doing now. So when are you ever actually doing a good quality workout where you are giving that workout your attention? And so that's my point. Can I feel yesterday today? Yes, I can. Am I tired today? Yes. Do I have the same energy as I had yesterday? No. But all that means is my workout is going to be a little different today. And it'll be what it'll be. And I will do what I can today. Okay, now we take a full, wait, did we do that twice? 39, no, we have one more round, I think. I'm losing my mind. I'm talking too much, as always. You guys must get sick of my babbling, but can mute me. All right. I feel like we have one more round. Yes, thank you, Dawn. Okay. One more round. You guys ready? One more round, and then we have a finisher to finish. A finisher to finish. Ready? Let's go. Skaters. I should stop talking and just count. I love the feeling in my core for this one. So remember, go low impact if you need to. If this bothers your knees, adjust. Yes, we're gonna hurt a little bit, but not hurt bad. I don't want you guys to hurt bad. I want you to hurt so good, as John Mellencamp used to say. Basketball jumps. Woo! So allow your creative, the other thing I read recently, so one of my habits I've shared with you guys that's gotten, honestly, quite vulnerably, way out of hand is my wine consumption. And I would say it was probably brinking on being out of hand before COVID. But I remember like a year ago today, well, I was on vacation, but I came home and you didn't have to go to work. I didn't have clients. I was working from home, and you know, your schedule was, anyways, it made for like a really long weekend, let's put it that way, mentality, right? Mountain climbers. And the long and short of it is, wine has become a daily food group for me. And that's one of the things that I know is holding me back from my goals on not just fitness, just general health. I know I would be sharper and more on in my business. So it's been 6 days. I sound like an alcoholic. I wouldn't say I'm an alcoholic, but I would say I'm a wineaholic. And what I read the other day in my book was an excerpt from AA, which says you don't have to quit drinking forever. You don't have to quit drinking for your whole life. You need to quit drinking today. And it made me think, like, I just need to have no wine tonight. I don't need to worry about, am I going to have wine on Friday? Am I going to have wine on St. Patrick's Day? Am I going to have wine on my son's birthday? Right, like, and that's what we do. And so back to the creative mechanism. The creative mechanism can autocorrect me only, like, it can't correct a plane that's off course, you know, 6 hours from now, right? Like, it can't correct the plane. It can't say, oh, the plane might get off course, you know, when we're flying over Wyoming. It can't plan for that. It can only autocorrect you at the moment that you need it, right? It can't go back and autocorrect you from what you didn't do yesterday, right? It can't autocorrect, can only autocorrect in the moment. So focus on today and what you can do today, and do that every day. I know it sounds totally cliche, but when you string those days together and your focus right now is 8 weeks, my focus is 8 weeks. That was the point of 6 weeks of Will, was for 6 weeks. That was the focus. So I wasn't worried about, well, what are we going to do after 6 weeks, right? For 8 weeks, I've made this commitment. When 8 weeks is done, who knows? And in order to complete that 8 weeks, I need to focus on each week. And each week, I need to focus on 1 day at a time. So 16 ounces of water first thing in the morning. So when I get up, I focus. You know, I realize my coffee mug is 16 ounces. So as the kettle's boiling or the coffee's brewing, fill your coffee mug up with water and finish it before you can have your coffee, right? I know we all have our favorite mug, and I want my coffee in my favorite mug. Okay, you guys take a rest. We're gonna finish with a finisher. So grab a drink. You know, the one thing missing in today's workout was burpees. And I know Linda complained last time I did a workout. So maybe she didn't complain, maybe she just commented, but she's never going to live that down. 30 more seconds and we're gonna go into a finisher. Okay, who's with me still? Who's ready to finish this off? We're gonna do a 10-10-10 finisher. And we're gonna do finisher. What a metabolic finisher does for you is it keeps your heart rate up, burning calories for the rest of the day. You're just gonna do the best that you can do. Okay, I'm just setting the clock. We're gonna do 3 minutes. 3 minutes, the best that you can do, okay? I'm making this up as I go along. So we're starting with 10 burpees. All right, we're gonna do 10-10-10. We're gonna do as many as we can for 3 minutes. Take a break as you need. I know, I'm in the garage. It's like I'm outside, so it's perfect. All right, you guys ready? 10 burpees. Here's low impact burpee, looks like this. Okay? Here's regular burpees. I have to count. That's 4, I think. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 log jumps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 half burpees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 high knees. John, do those that I just did like this. 10 high knees. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 squats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Back to 10 burpees. We're halfway through. Got a minute and a half. 2. Go low or slow if you need to. If you can go faster, go faster. Beat me. Whew. Beat me, I'm coming for you. One day, I'm gonna be better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Lift those knees. 7, 8, 9, 10. Half burpees. Dawn, you can do them like this. Ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, woo! 3, 2, 1. High knees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 20 seconds. Squats. Add a hop. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Burpees. We have 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Woo! Okay, walk it off, you guys. Way to go. Way to finish. Finish strong. Remember, do those at your pace. You don't have to keep up to me. And if you can go faster, you don't have to stay slow like me. All right, walk it off, catch your breath. Let your heart rate come down, grab a drink. Way to go. Way to crush workout number 2. 22 to go. Just take some squats and deep breaths. Those of you doing the squat challenge, you got your 15 squats in. If you didn't quite get that second round in, do 5 squats right now to cover, because we're up to 15 this week. Stretching to one side and the other side. Congratulations on another one done. Don't forget to hashtag 8 weeks strong on your Facebook page. Share what you're doing with your community. We want to grow this group. I really want to grow this group to 1,000 people. That's my goal. Let's grow this community. Check out our email that went out today, because some of y'all are featured in it. Your pictures, your smiling pictures. Have a great day. See you tomorrow.